Hello and welcome back to another video. Today is going to be a very different video because it's my first challenge video that I've made in a couple of months. It's been a long time, but I thought of this one and I thought it was actually a really good idea, and it also highlights something that not a lot of people might know about. So it's a good way for me to get a challenge and also inform people of a pretty interesting stat that I found. Now if you're Welsh or you like the EFL, you'll probably already be aware of this fact, as it comes from one of the most famous players to play in the league, Robert Earnshaw. He was a Welsh international footballer, played at striker for a number of teams in the league: West Brom, Norwich, Derby, Forest, Cardiff, Blackpool for a couple of games too, but was most famous for playing for Cardiff and Nottingham Forest. However, the interesting thing about Robert Earnshaw is he's the only player to have scored a hat-trick in the Premier League, all three divisions of the Football League, so that's the Championship, League 1 and League 2, the League Cup, the FA Cup, and at international level. If you hadn't guessed, the challenge is going to be doing exactly this, but there's two different ways you can do this challenge. The first one is go up the league with a single player. Maybe you start off with someone like Newport just to make it easier and pick Wales as the nationality. Do it with them, score in League 2, League 1, Championship and the Premier League before becoming the Wales manager and getting them an international hat-trick too, as well as the Cups of course. Or you can do it the opposite way and you're the one trying to score the hat-trick. So move up the leagues, maybe you could do it with 4 different teams and then win the Cup with the same team in the Premier League. That would be a pretty interesting way to do it. So an example of this could be you start off with Newport, like I said before, move to Sunderland and then Forest and then Arsenal or something, get a hat-trick with all 4 of those teams, and then manage an international team and get a hat-trick with a player in that too. This is a lot easier than doing it with a single player because 99% of the teams on the game have at least one player who can get a hat-trick in their league. But you could maybe consider it more of a side quest if you're doing it along the way that way. If you want to do it with the same teams that Earnshaw did, unfortunately this won't be possible. He got his first hat-trick in League 2 with Cardiff in 2000, another in League 1 also with Cardiff in 2002 and 2003, and in the Championship he got them with Forest and Cardiff in 2003 and 2009. His Premier League one came with West Bromwich Albion, so possibly you could do something like 2 random teams in League 1 and 2, go to Cardiff in the Championship, and then go to West Bromwich Albion if they're still in the Premiership. At international level, he got his hat-trick against Scotland in 2004, which is a little bit of a local derby, especially as both teams are of course from the British Isles or the United Kingdom. So if you want to get a 1-up on scoring a hat-trick against Scotland, the only option to improve on this would be England, which of course would be a lot more difficult because England actually have a fairly good team on FIFA this year. But that's basically the meat of the challenge. Earnshaw got hat-tricks in 7 different competitions: International, Premier League, Championship, League 1, League 2, the FA Cup and the League Cup, and that's all you have to do. Earnshaw did also have a pretty good goal record when he played in America, scoring 3 goals in 5 for Chicago Fire, 2 goals in 9 for Vancouver, and 8 goals in 26 games for Toronto. So there's always the chance you can go one better than Earnshaw and do it in another league as well. The MLS of course would be a cool challenge because that's where he did end up, but you know, if you want to go to the Bundesliga or something after your Premier League spell is finished, more power to you. Robert Earnshaw himself is actually pretty proud of this stat. He says people all around the world talk to him about it and people constantly want to remind him and ask him questions about it. Earnshaw says that scoring goals was his art form and he likes that this was a special stat that could come up in pub quizzes. So maybe your player will be like this when they get their hat-tricks all completed. But anyway, that's all for today's video. I hope you enjoyed it. It was a short one, as challenge videos usually are on this channel. But yeah, have a good one and I'll see you in the next video. Cheers.